Welcome back to Gallatin, Tennessee. We're on the campus of Volunteer State Community College for Game 2 of today's doubleheader between Cleveland State and Volunteer State. Cleveland State took Game 1 9-3 after VolState took Game 1 of the series yesterday 10-5. This is the rubber game. Pioneers looking to get their second series win of the year at a 3-0 weekend at Dyersburg State. Let's get to the Toyota of Gallatin starting lineups as you see the head coaches meeting with our umpires at home plate. For Cleveland State, Aiden McClary will be the DH and he'll bat first. Brogan Jones batting second, playing second. Ty Denton behind the plate hitting third. Nelson McKnight at first hitting cleanup. Evan Goins bats fifth and will play third base. Caleb Gibson back out in right field, hitting sixth. John Reed at short, batting seventh. Riley Mahan gets his first action of the weekend in left field. He's hitting eighth, and Nate Dunphy in the number 9 hole. He's a center field. On the mound for Cleveland State, right-hander Max Owens, a 6'4" freshman out of Ringgold, Georgia, getting the start here in Game 3. He'll face the Pioneer lineup that looks very similar to Game 1, a little bit different. Drew Plummer leads off playing second base. Reed Mashinsky in right field, batting second. Easton Denning at first, playing first, batting third. Gage Hoover in left field, hitting cleanup. Scotty Dean is the DH, batting fifth. Luke Lawson back out in center field. He's hitting sixth. Lex Falsoni behind the plate, bats seventh. A.J. Armstrong a third, batting eighth, and Tucker Lorenz, the shortstop, hitting ninth. On the mound for Vol State, sophomore right-hander Max Castle, 6 foot, 175-pounder from Clarksville, Tennessee. Played his baseball at Clarksville Academy. He's an accounting major here at Vol State, the son of Jeep and Elizabeth Castle, and the brother to Casey and Caroline and Harrison. And he has grandparents in Franklin, North Carolina, and Cullowhee, North Carolina. That's grandmommy in Franklin, North Carolina, and Mimi and Papaw in Cullowhee. Castle wears the number 36, and so does Max Owens. So we got a couple of Max 36s going at each other here in Game 3 of the series, Game 2 of the doubleheader. Castle on for his 9th appearance of the year. Third start, he has a 1-0 record in 15 and a third innings, giving up 10 hits, 10 runs, 5 of those are earned. Walked 15, struck out 7, a 2.93 ERA. Cleveland State, 9 runs, 10 hits in Game 1 today. 3 hits by Evan Goins and Aiden McClary. So we got to strap down the papers again here as it's very windy. As soon as that door gets opened here inside the press box, papers go a-flying. See if we can keep that down to a dull roar. McClary went 3 for 4. Evan Goins went 3 for 3. Goins had 3 RBIs. Nate Dunphy, who was 1 for 1, walked 3 times, scored 3 times. He had 2 RBIs. Think where some of the other RBIs. I'm missing some RBIs here. 3 of them, as a matter of fact. One of them scored on an error. That's the unearned run in the 5th. So we are set for baseball here in Game 2. First pitch delivered at 2:41 Central Time. Game time temperature 65 degrees. Brought to you by Accurate Mortgage. Castle misses with the first 2 offerings to Aiden McClary. redshirt sophomore, 6'4", from Cleveland, Tennessee. Bradley Central transferred from Tennessee Wesleyan University. And he's now looking at a 3-ball, no strike count. And he has walked to lead off the game in the first 2 games played, and he has just done it for a 3rd straight time. Not the way Max Castle wants to get his outing started. Now to pitch to the second best hitter in the conference by average, Brogan Jones.
What's that? Brogan Jones.
First pitch, he's off. Throw down. Not in time. Clary with a stolen base. Max Castle has picked off a number of runners at second base. Time is called. Falsoni's going to have to come over to the dugout and get a fix on his communication device. Clary did not have a stolen base in game 1 of the doubleheader. Had a couple in yesterday's game. He did have 2. That is McClary's 18th steal of the year. He's second in the conference. There's a slider that gets in there for a called strike to Jones. Brogan was 1 for 3 in game 1 of the doubleheader. Three for 7 in the series. Tucker Lorenz, a new shortstop here in game 2, trying to work McClary at second base. Pitch is delivered outside. On deck, Ty Denton. Grandson Eli playing in his baseball game today, his second T-ball game over at Drakes Creek. My son is the pitcher. That pitch is in there for a called strike. Throw down to third is not in time. And 2 stolen bases by McClary. Put him at third base after the leadoff walk. Cleveland State's taken the lead in the first inning in the first 2 games and threatening again here in game 3. Ground ball to second. They are going to take the lead. Jones gets an RBI ground out as Plummer throws to first base. Ty Denton will bat with 1 out and 1 in. Breaking pitch misses outside. Denton went 0 for 4 in game 1 of the doubleheader. 1 for 7 in the first 2 games. 6'1" redshirt freshman from Knoxville. From Clarksville, Tennessee. It's a swing and a miss on a breaking pitch. His family is here. Brother Hudson is senior at Goodpasture Christian High School. He's headed to Columbia State in the fall. Both Max and his brother Hudson played in the Full Count Fall League. Well, the Full Count Ministries full count to Ty Denton with Nelson McKnight on deck. Brand new outfield sign out there for the Full Count Ministries in right center field. Ball 4. Second walk of the inning.
After that, Nelson McKnight.
Get a big shout out to the Blank family. Josh and Marissa, who provided lunch for the press box here today. Some pizza. Very much appreciated. Met Josh between games. First time that I'd Met him, and Marissa was this weekend. They're from Marissa, Illinois. They named the town after Hudson's mom. Very important. She's very important up there. Change up in there. What does Max throw? What is it? He got a split finger too? Change up. I thought he had some funky. Is he just grips it different? Throw over to first. Denton back in time. I thought Max threw some kind of a funky off speed pitch. It's not a breaking pitch, but I didn't think it was just a straight change. Okay. Denton back again. Cleveland State came in as the third best base stealing club in the conference at 65 stolen bases. 2 in this inning. As McClary got second and third. Castle ahead in the count now to Nelson McKnight, looking for a ground ball to a middle infielder. Had a do that double play in game 1 and a line out double play. Also in game 1. Looking to get out of this inning with another do-dat double play. Thanks to Craig Sinnard at Do-Dat Communications for their sport of VolState baseball. Runner does not go. The pitch is up. I think Falsoni thought Denton was on the move, but came out of his crouch a little bit early. Wind blowing straight in from center field. Anything hit to the air in left field or center is held up by the wind. Some pretty well struck balls to left and center in game 1, and those balls went nowhere. Nothing really hit well out to right field in game 1. Ground ball, high chopper. Not going to get 2 on this. Denning is going to drop the high chopper. I think he was thinking about going to second on that play, but that will be on the books as Easton's first error of the year. But for some reason, Southwest Tennessee did not charge him an error down on a bunt in Memphis. So, according to Presto, he had a 1,000 bat or fielding percentage until that error right there. Runner heads down to third. Denton, as he sees the ball pop out of Falsoni's mitt. I think he might have been confused on the pitch that he received there from Max, but pass ball on my score sheet allows runners go now at first and third. McKnight stays at first. Denton with the heads up base running moves up to third. 1 out, double play is still in play. One run in on a walk, a couple stolen bases, and a ground out. Now walk to tie first and third. Goins cannot hold up on the breaking pitch that lands close to his back foot. Goins 3 for 3 in game 1 of the doubleheader. 3 RBIs, was also hit by a pitch. Reached base all 4 times he came to the plate. Fastball is up. He's 4 for 8 in the first 2 games with 4 RBIs. Goins, who leads the club in that category, has 28 RBIs now on the season. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. A little bit late on that breaking pitch. Runner does not go. The pitch is outside. Full count Ministries, full count. Another long top of the first inning for VolState pitching. Robinson had to face 6 batters in his first inning, allowing 2 runs and 1 hit, throw over to first. Castle sends McKnight back. Chip Harris, who got the start in game 1 of the doubleheader, he also faced 6 batters in his top of the first. Runner goes, and the pitch is stroked into right field. Mashinsky over to cut it off, but that will drive in a run, and runners will remain at first and third. RBI single for Goins keeps the inning alive.
After that, Caleb Gibson.
And Caleb Gibson, the 6th batter, will come to the plate. Gibson has been the 6-hole hitter in the other 2 games as well, and he made the 3rd out or grounded into a fielder's choice. The other 2, if he makes the last out here, it's going to be a double play. He's going to lay down a bunt. Beautiful bunt. Castle not going to be able to do anything with that. And a 3rd run comes in. It is unearned.
John Reed.
Runners now at first and second as Gibson picks up the bunt single. That's his 2nd hit of the series. Now John Reed steps to the plate. 0 for 3 in game 1 of the doubleheader. One for 5. He's going to try to bunt. See that one go foul, though. So 2 hits in the inning. It's Goins' liner to right field. And the bunt single by Gibson. 3 runs have come across in the top of the first. See, all-world trainer Justin McKinney is here. He's on the phone. Probably talking with one of the doctors at High Point Health Sumner with Ascension St. Thomas. Squaring around the bunt, popped up. A.J. Armstrong makes a diving attempt. Can't come up with that one in foul territory. And in 0-2 count to Reed. Riley Mahan, number 8-hole hitter, will come and retrieve the bat for Reed. Runners at first and second. 1 out. It's not bunt. Breaking pitch in the dirt. Blocked by Falsoni. Dyersburg State and Jackson State doubleheader action today. Down in Jackson. Castle has taken too much time on the mound. Base umpire Wayne Seeley calls a penalty on Max for taking more than 20 seconds. So that is ball 2 to the batter, John Reed. 2-ball, 2-strike count.
Yeah, I think he will.
Castle with the deliberate throwback to second. Dyersburg State defeated Jackson State 6-5 in game 1. Game 2 just getting underway. Top of the 6th inning, Columbia State and Chattanooga State locked in a 1-1 battle. That's at Chattanooga. And later tonight or this evening, Roane State and Southwest Tennessee at doubleheader at USA Stadium, 5:30 and 8:30. Mississippi State and Motlow State later. Tapper to third. Armstrong throws to Denning and retires Reed. Both runners move up 90 feet.
After that, Riley Mahan.
Goins to third and Gibson to second. Riley Mahan steps in. 6'3" freshman from Knoxville Bearden High School. Got about half of Bearden's team from the last couple of years, I guess. I think there's 4 guys. Evan Goins, that breaking pitch missed somewhere. Mahan, Parker Coe, who pitched in game 1 of the doubleheader. Braden Suggs, who pitched yesterday. Evan Goins. All from Bearden. Swing and a miss by Mahan. Mahan has 5 hits on the year. 3 of those are doubles. Officially been to the plate 35 times. Ground ball to third. Armstrong on 2 hops, gloves, and throws. Cougars come to the plate. 3 of them touch it. Runs. At least one of those was unearned on 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 runners left on base. Head to the bottom of the first. VolState's got work to do, down 3.
We're all working in the cloud. But what really is the cloud? If you start pulling back the clouds themselves, you find out it's an infrastructure. Computer science is really computer engineering. Right now, Middle Tennessee is quickly becoming a growing tech hub with several IT companies that are looking for skilled workers. If you're pursuing the CIT program at VolState, you're preparing yourself to fill those positions.
Have you ever wondered what happens when you click Buy It Now? A whole series of transactions take place, from the manufacturer to your front door.
That is logistics and supply chain management.
At VolState, we offer end-to-end supply chain courses.
Going into the future, our students need to understand these processes.
A lot of business is dependent upon getting a product on time.
Students here at VolState are able to leave here with that knowledge.
Because the supply chain
Is counting on me.
Max Owens out on the mound for Cleveland State. True freshman, 6'4", from Ringgold, Georgia High School at Heritage High School. Max on for his 8th appearance of the year, all starts. He has a 2-3 record, has a complete game. 30 2/3 innings of work, giving up 28 hits, 22 runs. All but one of those is earned. Walked 24 batters, struck out 26. Has hit a team-high 9 batters, a 6.11 ERA for Cleveland State. Another number 36 with the first name of Max. Going to face Drew Plummer, Reed Mashinsky, and Easton Denning here in the bottom of the first inning. Staked to a 3-0 lead. He delivers a fastball. It's swung on and foul tipped into the mitt by Plummer. Plum scored a couple runs in game 1 of the doubleheader. Called strike, whispers at the outside corner. He had a hit in 3 official plate appearances. Does not chase the 0-2 fastball up. .5'11", 170-pound redshirt sophomore. There's a line drive that gets into center field for a leadoff base hit by the grandson of Poppy and Nana, Bob and Lynn Plummer, who would assume they're here. Might be out in the car listening in on the full count. I don't do it often. Occasionally I'll do it. The VolState Sports Network. Nana Sue's here in Hendersonville, and Mimi's in Spring Hill. Drew's other grandparents as Reed Mashinsky steps in. I believe I saw Stacy Plummer here. She's from Thompson Station. Bobby Plummer's down in Spring Hill, Drew's parents. Went to Summit High School, teammate with Devin Thrain, who's on the mend. Center fielder from VolState the majority of the year, and he's out with an injury. Summit Spartans. Shinsky 1 for 2 in game 1 of the doubleheader. Extended his hitting streak to 11 games. Also drew a couple walks, scored a run. Trying to continue or start a rally. Backs away of that fastball. Reed 2 for 6 in the series. Hitting each game so far. Fouls that one off to the right side. Down goes 2 balls and 2 strikes. Shinsky came into the day hitting .341. It's that one again, and it hits off the trees over on the maintenance, or behind the maintenance shed. So that .341 batting average going up a bit with the one for 2. Strike 3 called on the outside corner, says Matthew Bass, the home plate umpire, and backward K in the book. For out number 1. And Denning stands in, the first baseman for VolState. Easton 0 for 3 in game 1, had an RBI ground out, also walked. Denning strikes one well to center field. That'll get down in front of Nate Dunphy. 2 hits in the inning. Solid shots, what you want to do in a day like today. You don't want to get the ball up in the air. You want to hit it on the line. Now it's Gage Hoover time. Son of Mike and Angie Hoover. And he's got a couple sets of grandparents up in Pittsburgh, PA. The Homers and the Hoppers. Long time listeners, regular attenders here on the VolState broadcast. And I understand, I think it's Grandma Homer that bakes the cookies when Gage does well. That sugar incentive. She baked a whole batch of them back when he hit 3 home runs in one game. 1 ball, 1 strike to Hoover as that breaking pitch curls around the inside corner. Max Owens thought he might have stolen a strike there, but wind may have settled down just a hair right now. Flag still blowing in. That fastball misses away. Are showing down around 8 miles an hour. They were around 13 to 21 in earlier action. Swing and a miss. The pitch right there to drive over the right fielder's head. Caleb Gibson. We'll have a Full Count Ministries full count. Stay tuned. We'll have another Full Count Ministries verse of the game. Get it out of the NIV version. 3-2 pitch. Is ball 4, just a little bit too far, and Owens raises his hands and slams the air in disgust. Not at all happy with that call. Scotty Dean, the DH, is going to come to the plate with the bases loaded with Pioneers, wearing the baby blues today. Pull those out with the Saturday doubleheader. Dean behind the plate in game 1. He was 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. Started to go, but I think it was called strike. Either way, it's no balls and 2 strikes. With 1 out and 3 on. Tying run at first base. Gage Hoover, the go-ahead run at the plate. Dean does not offer at the slider. That breaking pitch is going to get on the inside corner, and Dean's going to go down looking. That'll bring Luke Lawson to the plate. 6 batter to stand in there in the bottom of the first. VolState needs to crack the scoreboard. There's a breaking pitch that's nearly clips the front arm of Lawson and called a strike on the inside corner. Our home plate umpire, and Lawson down in the count 0-1. Fastball, and that's going to be on the plate. Lawson is right on the plate. So he's got to know that you can get a ball off the inside. You're going to be tied up. He's now down in the count 0-2. He drills one into center field. That's going to get in there for a base hit. They're going to send the runner at third. Dunphy's throw cut off, and that is a 2-run single by Luke Lawson. And the Pioneers back in this one. Drew Plummer comes in to score. The Framework Athletics first run of the game. Easton Denning right behind him. Gage Hoover drops the anchor at second base. Lawson, who was 0 for 3 in game 1, picks up the third hit of the inning for VolState. And I think we just had the wrong walk-up song for Lex Falsoni. Did we actually announce A.J. Armstrong? No, you said Lex Falsoni and played the wrong. It happens. On deck is A.J. Armstrong. At the plate now, Lex Falsoni. Lex 0 for 5 yesterday, and a swing and a miss and a 3-pitch strikeout there. Owens strikes out the side. It gives up 3 hits and 2 runs. As VolState scores in the first for the first time in the 3-game series. After 1 complete, 3-2, Cleveland State leads. You're listening to the VolState Sports Network.
Cybercrimes take place online, and companies need more well-trained workers to stop it.
VolState is training me to help combat cybercrimes in the future.
We're training them for those type of jobs that are out there. VolState CIT programs prepare students to earn industry standard certifications within the IT industry.
I choose VolState because the future needs me now. My story could be your story.
A degree in criminal justice can help you find the exciting career that you've been looking for. As a member of law enforcement, as a crime scene investigator, a teacher in a classroom, a detective working on cases, a lawyer or a judge, or nearly any job where you get to put the bad guys away. Learn more at volstate.edu.
Well, we've got a change in the press box. Jaden Perez taking over the public address job right now. What's Kobe got to go get his hair did or what? Oh, potty break. He gets his state mandated 15-minute break. Jaden Perez, he says English is actually his first language, but he's bilateral. He can speak Spanish and English. You're amphibious, aren't you? English or Spanish? He's going to announce his first batter right now. Nate Dunphy, great job right there by Jaden Perez. 9-1-2 set to face Max Castle out for his second inning. Ground ball to the right side. That's going to sneak on through, get into shallow right field. Dunphy, perfect on the day. 1 for 1 in game 1. Also drew 3 walks. Now picks up a seeing eye hit to right field to lead off the
Now
second.
batting, Aiden McLary.
McClary steps to the plate. He's walked and scored. Been a menace on the bases. Throw over to first. Dunphy, who is known around the TCCAA as a base stealer. Stolen base in game one. Also moved up on some wild pitches. He is off. That is a stolen base. Let's see if he's going to go to third. Didn't look like Falsoni got a glove on it. McClary was squaring around the bunt. Not sure if Lex lost sight of the baseball, so that's going to be a stolen base for Dunphy, and then I think another pass ball to allow Dunphy to go to third. Now, just like McClary in the first, second batter in the innings batting with the leadoff guy at third base. Dunphy single to right while he was stealing. Pitch was missed by Falsoni behind the plate. Clary found a couple off to the left side. That gets into the parking lot between the Tim Garrett Baseball Complex and Pickle Fieldhouse, where the Richard Moore Gymnasium is. Former athletic director. There's another one while you're going after it. Matthew Bass, the home plate umpire, already asking for some new baseballs. Clary has fouled at least 3 off. Cleveland State with 3 in the top of the first. VolState with 2 in the bottom. Fly ball out to left field. This should get it done. Gage Hoover's going to make the one-handed catch. His throw to the plate is not in time. Sack fly for McClary.
After that,
And
Logan
Dunphy,
John.
right now, it is an unearned run on my book. Not sure how it's ruled down in the dugout as to whether or not that was a pass ball or wild pitch. If it's a pass ball, then right now it's unearned, depending on what happens in the rest of the inning. Brogan Jones with 1 out and nobody on, 1 in. He grounded out the second, drove in McClary in the first. Jones a couple RBIs in the series so far. He has 20 now on the season. 2 balls and a strike. Castle delivers a fastball that's outside. Hoover in left, Lawson in center, Mashinsky in right. Armstrong at third, Lorenz at short, Nepper at second. Plummer at second. And Denning at first. That ball is fouled off. We'll have a full count. Ministries full count. Full count Ministries getting into their brand new office that is connected to Framework Athletics. They will share a little batting cage area behind. Ground ball foul. And Grant Zawatsky, the third base coach, makes an error down there. He's been with Cleveland State as an assistant coach since 2018. Ball 4, Jones reaches.
After that, Ty
Third
Green.
walk of the game for Castle. faced Ty Denton, who he walked in the first. Max 5 appearances a year ago. One of those was a start, a 2-0 record. Castle 3-0 in his career, gets a called strike. Last year, 7 innings of work, struck out 8. 10 games in the fall, he had 14 plus innings. They got him picked off. No, the tag just a bit late on Brogan Jones. Max struck out 21 batters in the fall in his 14 2/3 innings of work. 1 out, 1 on, 1 in here in the fourth. Lady Pioneers dropped 2 to Chattanooga State yesterday. Another throw over in softball. 2-1 in game 1 and 5-0. And the Lady Pioneers, the top hitting team in the TCCAA, was no hit in the game. Pitch is swung on a miss by Denton. Sacrifice fly drove in Nate Dunphy as another throw over to first. Here in the inning, Brogan Jones, first base, he's got double digits in stolen bases. He's got 10, been caught 3 times. He is off with the pitch. Pitch swung on a miss, throw down to second, and they're going to call interference on the batter. That's going to be a double play, although it doesn't matter. Well, it does matter. They had that out up on the scoreboard quickly. I was going to say, thought there was only 1 out, but I looked up at the scoreboard. It said 2. So strike him out, throw him out. Will end the inning as Brogan Jones ends up being caught stealing. I'm not sure, honestly, if that ends up going as a caught stealing. I would assume it does. Ty Denton is a Chick-fil-A of Gallatin strikeout. That's the first strikeout of the game for Castle. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no runners left on base. Head to the bottom of the second, 4-2 is the score. Bottom of the second we go. Pioneers down by 2. Cut the deficit in the bottom of the first after allowing 3 runs in the top of the first. Scored 2 in their half of the first on 3 hits, one by Drew Plummer, Easton Denning, and Luke Lawson, the big blow. 2-run single with 2 outs. And now A.J. Armstrong comes to the plate to face Max Owens, number 36. 2 balls, no strikes to A.J. Anakin Jack Armstrong, freshman from Woodbury, Tennessee. That's Cannon County. He's now looking at a 3-ball, no strike count. 6'1", 225-pound freshman. Is a business major, the son of Jack and Sharon Armstrong, brother to Kaylee. Hello to Paul and Nana. They're in Woodbury. 3-0 pitch is low, and he draws the walk. A.J. Walk Armstrong. He's got a good eye. Did not get a walk in game 1 of the doubleheader today. Had 2 and was hit by a pitch in yesterday's game. And Tucker Lorenz gets his first at-bat of the series. Freshman from Sweetwater High School. He looks at a pitch outside, called a strike. 5'10", 170 pounds, from Loudon, Tennessee, Sweetwater High School, son of Jeremy and Emily Lorenz. Throw over to first, and A.J. is back in time. 2-sports star over there at Cannon County, former Lion, A.J. Armstrong. He'll surprise you. He'll take off. 4 stolen bases, has yet to be caught. Wouldn't say he's going to win a whole lot of sprint competitions. Excellent basketball player, all conference basketball and baseball, Cannon County. Teammate with Braxton Alexander, who's a redshirt sophomore. Popped up in the infield. John Reed is going to make the catch for out number 1. Lorenz has a Papaw and a Grammy and a Gramps and a Doozy in Loudon, Tennessee. That's different than London, Tennessee. Sister Riley, who's younger than he is, brings us back to the top of the lineup after the throw over from Owens to McKnight. Plummer got the first hit of the ball game. Hard ground ball up the middle. Has to pull away from that inside fastball. They dropped 3 games to Pellissippi State, the newest team in the league, last weekend. Got 4 wins during the week on a Monday and a Wednesday against Kishwaukee College and Alpena Community College. And defeated Dyersburg State 3 straight games. And Calhoun in the midweek game before that. Fly ball to right field. Not going to stay fair, but Gibson runs out of room as it hits into the bullpen. They had an 8-game winning streak heading to Pellissippi over in Knoxville. That ended with a 1-0 loss on Thursday, March 14th. Plummer with a 2-2 count. Backs out of the way of that inside curveball. He'll look at a full count, Ministries full count. Some of the Lady Pioneers softball players that are here in attendance. They are off today. They don't play again until Tuesday. That's not Anna Harrison right there? Nope. Like I said, none of them are here, says Alec Tromke. Fly ball again to the right side, and that is being pushed again from the Department of Redundancy Department. Deja vu all over again. Ball goes into the Cleveland State bullpen down the right field line. Count remains full. Full count going to head to Austria in April. Do some work with some baseball players over there. Is a full count pitch that just misses outside. Owens tried to pick on that outside corner, and he's gotten that call a couple times. Does not get it here. It's the third walk of the game for Max Owens, who came in with 24 walks in 30 and 2/3. He's now walked 3 in 1 1/3. Shinsky hits one to third, over to second for one, on to first, and there's a 5-4-3 double play to get Owens out of the inning. That was a one-hopper right to Goins. Throws a strike to Jones. He throws a strike to McKnight to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, one runner left on base. We're through 2, scheduled for 7, 4-2. Cleveland State leads.
Hey, Jake, that personal price you gave me was a home run. I can't wait to give you some free baseball lessons.
Man, I'm really excited about this myself. But you do realize the thing with Toyota of Gallatin is everybody gets the personal price. It's what makes us special.
Wait, what? Everybody gets it?
Everybody gets it.
Let's play ball.
Okay.
Jake, you ready?
Let's do this, Coach. Hey, Coach, this is pretty easy.
We'll see about that.
Oh, I think I pulled something.
Yeah, better luck next time, old man.
I think I'm done, Coach. Call 911.
Top of the third we go. Max Castle back on the mound for the Pioneers. VolState trying to come from behind here in the third game of the series after losing game 1 of the doubleheader 9-3 to Cleveland State. Won yesterday's 9-inning game 10-5. VolState with a 7-9 conference record now. Castle's first pitch is grounded by McKnight to Denning, who goes ahead and tosses to Castle for the first out. Since Max was running that way, might as well go ahead and toss it to him. McKnight now 0 for 2 in this game. He reached on an error by Denning in the first inning. Castle's delivered the first 2 pitches in for a called strike. Goins, who's been hot today, looks at an 0-1 pitch now from Castle. Goins ropes another one. Base hit into right field. He's 2 for 2 in this contest. 5 for 5 on the day. Goins came in hitting .346, 28 hits. Coming in now, make it 33 is now 1 behind Brogan Jones. Squaring around the bunt is Caleb Gibson. Called strike. Did not offer at it, I didn't think. That's the 4th hit of the game for Cleveland State. Throw over to first. Owens is back in time. Still losing my voice here. This is still a remnant of the TCCAA conference basketball tournament. Sound like I'm 14 years old. Or in my case, 16. Late bloomer. Foul ball straight back, which is not a good combination when you have an August birthday and your parents send you to kindergarten right after you turn 5. Then again, there were 2 of us. I am a twin. So mom and dad wanted to get us out of the house ASAP. Blocked by Falsoni. Count goes 2 balls and 2 strikes. I am not an identical twin. When I show people pictures of my 3 brothers, they don't pick my twin as my twin. 2-2 pitch with 1 out. Ground ball, that's going to sneak through on the left side. Base hit for Gibson, who's now 2 for 2. He had a bunt single in the first.
That John
Between second with 1 out, John Reed comes to the plate. And a bunt is not out of the question here by Reed. Not necessarily a sacrifice bunt, but a bunt for a hit. Where's late? He does go after it. I don't think they called it a strike, though. I thought he offered. Yeah, maybe he pulled it back at the last second. Do not ask the base umpires. That breaking pitch gets down low. A.J. Armstrong, the third baseman, staying back. So if he bunts it down that way, there's a pretty good chance John Reed's going to get on base. Armstrong has to stay back since there's a runner at second with 1 out. Does not square here and takes ball 3 down low. Get me over fastball there, right down the can. Three-one pitch coming from Max Castle. 3 looks back at second. And ball 4. Bases are loaded. 4th walk of the game for Castle. That'll be his last pitch that he throws in this game. Head coach Jim McGuire out of the dugout, and he'll ask for the baseball. We'll take a break as we have a Summit Concrete call to the bullpen coming up. Summit Concrete called to the bullpen for VolState. Ryan Murphy, 6'1", 175-pound redshirt sophomore, another of the Clarks Vegas gang. He's from Clarksville High School. Transferred from Lincoln Memorial University in East Tennessee. He's a right-hander, son of Mike Murphy and Melissa Kennedy, grandson of Grandma in Clarksville, Tennessee, and Grams in Massachusetts. Murphy is on for his 4th appearance of the year, all in relief. 5 innings of work, 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 4 walks, 6 strikeouts, a 1.80 ERA, and he's on in relief of Max Castle. He goes 2 1/3 innings, gives up 5 hits. To this point, 4 runs, but the 3 runners on base are his responsibility. He walked 4, struck out 1, faced 16 batters. And he is really rooting for a ground ball right back to Ryan Murphy. So he can go 1, 2, 3 on a do that double play. First pitch he throws is to Riley Mahan. Throwback from Lex Falsoni, and I guess Ryan Murphy apparently was not anticipating where that one was thrown. We need to get one out up here on the. Do have one out. That was Nelson McKnight who grounded the first pitch he saw here in the 3rd to Easton Denning. Then hits by Evan Goins, Caleb Gibson, and a walk to John Reed have loaded the bases. Murphy steps on a fastball there, and it lands high. 2 balls and a strike to Riley Mahan, the left fielder, who's batting for only his 2nd time here in the series. Right-handed hitter, Cleveland State wearing their road grays. Breaking pitch blocked by Falsoni. And Murphy in danger of walking a run in here in the 3rd. Cleveland State leads 4-2. And there is ball 4. Evan Goins comes in, touches home plate. Gibson moves to 3rd. Reed moves to 2nd. That run charged to Max Castle. That brings up Nate Dunphy. And VolState hadn't been able to get him out all day. A single leading off the 2nd ended up coming around and scoring on a sacrifice fly by Aiden McClary. First pitch that he sees is way high. Murphy coming back from surgery, and there's a breaking pitch in there for a called strike. Been here over a year before he threw his first pitch for VolState. Came in after the Christmas break. Former teammate with Chip Harris. I always do this. I think I know. Fouled at the plate. Dunphy got a piece of himself. J.C. Menendez will come out and retrieve that foul ball. All right, so the 4 Wildcats. As I look over the roster, Brady Davis, Chip Harris, Ryan Murphy. Who's my 4th Wildcat? Fastball up and in to Dunphy, and a full count. Ministries full count. Carson Sanders. Breaking pitch just missed outside, and that's ball 4. Last 3 batters who've come to the plate for Cleveland State have been walked aboard. Another bases loaded walk and an RBI brings the top of the order, Aiden McClary, to the plate, which is not good news. He does not have an official at bat. That pitch is inside and gets by, and another run scores. All three of those runs charged to Max Castle. Ground ball over the head of Murphy. That's going to get into center field. 2 more runs is going to come in to score. And throws cut off. 2-run single by McClary clears the bases.
Now batting, Brogan Jones.
More action in the Pioneer bullpen as Ryan Murphy has not been able to come in and record an out as of yet. He's going to face Brogan Jones. The second baseman is 0 for 1. It's in the dirt. Stolen base for McClary. That's his 3rd of the game. A 4-2 lead is now out to a 9-2 lead. He's going to take 3rd. Still only 1 out, 3 balls, no strike count to Brogan Jones. Infield is in. Ryan Murphy struggling to throw the ball over the plate. That's ball 4, and I would assume that's going to end the afternoon for Ryan Murphy. As Jim McGuire is now out of the dugout, we will see our 3rd Pioneer pitcher here in the 3rd. We'll take a break, tell you about the new pitcher on the Summit Concrete call to the bullpen.
Cybercrimes take place online, and companies need more well-trained workers to stop it.
VolState is training me to help combat cybercrimes in the future.
We're training them for those type of jobs that are out there. VolState CIT programs prepare students to earn industry standard certifications within the IT industry.
I choose VolState because the future needs me now. My story could be your story.
A degree in criminal justice can help you find the exciting career that you've been looking for. As a member of law enforcement, as a crime scene investigator, a teacher in a classroom, a detective working on cases, a lawyer or judge, or nearly any job where you get to put the bad guys away. Learn more at volstate.edu.
Summit Concrete call to the bullpen for VolState. Caden Blackford, 6'2", 180-pound redshirt sophomore from White House, Tennessee. Marketing major here, the son of Jeff and Kim Blackford, brother to Alexa and Davis. He's got a poppin' ridge top and a Nana in White House. Blackford on for Ryan Murphy. Pitches to 4 batters, is not retired. Batter walks 3, gives up 1 hit. Right now, 2 runs charged to Ryan Murphy. The 2 runners on base are his responsibility as Blackford comes in for his 12th appearance of the year. He was tied for 3rd at 11 appearances in conference play. 15 in the third innings of work, has 11 hits given up, 8 runs, 7 of those earned, walked 4, struck out 12. He has plunked 2 batters, has 1 save and a 1-0 record. Right now, he's just going to be asked to get a couple outs here in the third inning. So far, Cleveland State with 5 in the inning and 2 more on base with only 1 out, as Ty Denton, the 9th batter for Cleveland State in this inning, steps in. Runner does not take off, and we're going to hit by pitch as Denton's been hit for the second time today. So right off the bat, or right off the hand or elbow, I guess, Blackford loads the bases with a hit by pitch. That's Denton's 12th. He now ties Scotty Dean. They are 2 of the most hit batters in the conference. As Nelson McKnight, who started the inning off with a ground out to Easton Denning, stands in. Blackford looking for a ground ball from McKnight, but this time to a middle infielder. It's a foul tip at the plate. Third pitcher in the inning for VolState. There's a ground ball. Plummer to Lorenz to first, and there it is, a 4-6-3. Do that double play, just what the doctor ordered. Caden Blackford, after hitting the first batter he faces, able to induce a ground ball to Plummer for the inning-ending double play. But not before Cleveland State puts 5 on the board. 3 hits in the inning. No errors, and 1 runner is left on base. Heading to the bottom of the third, VolState down by a touchdown.
Man, thanks to that ball and personal price you gave me, I was able to scoop me up some new kicks.
Really? I like those. You look like you're ready for a marathon now.
You know, on second thought, we're always looking for some fresh talent. Have you thought about going back and playing?
Really? Man, have I ever. Wow.
Go to the goal. There you go, buddy. Jake.
You for real, Coach?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing about the personal price, Coach. Everybody at Toyota Gallatin gets it. That's what makes us so special.
Well, on second thought, I think we're all booked up.
Come on, Coach. For real?
Three, 4, and 5 due up for VolState. Easton Denning, Gage Hoover, Scotty Dean to face Max Owens. Denning looks at a first pitch. That's a breaking pitch that nips at the outside corner. He had a single and scored in the first inning. VolState, after giving up 3 in the top of the first, came back with 2 in the bottom. There's another one that curves around the outside corner, and it's called a strike. 17-inch plate turns into a 23-inch plate. Pretty regular, and it's about where those breaking pitches were landing earlier. And it's a good take by Easton Denning, but I wouldn't do it again. Reach out and touch it or something. Maybe not that wide. The Denning clan with their communication devices also turning into video sheets. Fouled off. Camcorder is what I'm trying to say. Jaden Perez is your not here. He's out dealing with a broken windshield, I think. He's already had a foul ball that he might need to go see the sponsor I was wanting to get us for our foul ball sponsor. But, you know, he didn't sign up, so we're not going to name him. Five cracks at Cleveland State pitching. There's a strike three called, and that plate got huge during that at-bat. Max Owens got both sides of the plate there. Fourth strikeout for Owens. He struck out the side in the first. Normally you'll see somebody get one side or the other, but not typically both. Hoover walked in the first, was stranded at second. Gage having a great year. There it is again. Telling you, if you're a good pitcher, you go ahead and keep going, and see how far you can get. Couple hopper to third. Goins on the run. Makes the throw to retire Hoover. Spot your breaking pitches and your fastballs and never have to throw a ball over a plate. He threw that one over the plate. Dean grounds it to second for a 1-2-3 inning. As Owens makes short work of the middle of the order for VolState. Through three, down 9-2 is VolState. You're listening and watching on the VolState Sports Network.
Hey, Jake, that personal price you gave me was a home run. I can't wait to give you some free baseball lessons.
Man, I'm really excited about this myself. But you do realize the thing with Toyota of Gallatin is everybody gets the personal price. It's what makes us special.
Wait, what? Everybody gets it?
Everybody gets it.
Let's play ball.
Okay.
Jake, you ready?
Let's do this, Coach. Hey, Coach, this is pretty easy.
We'll see about that.
Oh, I think I pulled something.
Yeah, better luck next time, old man.
I think I'm done, Coach. Call 911.
Tim Reese back on the VolState Sports Network. Down 9-2, Caden Blackford back out on the mound. Trying to figure out earned runs and unearned runs. Might have been one unearned run if pass balls charged to Lex Falsoni in that third inning. I think that last one might be an unearned run. That unearned run was for Ryan Murphy. Blackford delivers a strike to Evan Goins. Nelson McKnight grounded into the 4-6-3 double play to end the third. Goins might be going to be retired for the first time, and he is. Fly out to Mashinsky in right field. First time that Goins has been retired today. 3 for 3 in game one of the doubleheader, also hit by a pitch. 2 for 2 to start this one. There's a ground ball. Gets by A.J. Armstrong, who was playing in because Caleb Gibson will lay down a bunt from time to time. And that's what got him the hit there. And Gibson is 3 for 3 in the game. Had a bunt single in the first.
Bat, John Reed.
With Armstrong playing in on the baseline there. That ground ball just to his left got by his glove into left field. John Reed steps to the plate, throw over to first. Gibson's back. Gibson with a P. Sophomore from Columbia, South Carolina, by way of Spartanburg Methodist. Another throw over. Stop running up by 7. I wouldn't. Gibson came into the day with 9 stolen bases, and there he goes. Pitch is ball. Throw is late. Five stolen bases on my score sheet for Cleveland State in Game 3 of the series. Breaking pitch misses inside. On deck, Riley Mahan. Gibson working on a big lead there. Fastball is fouled off to the right. Lady Pioneers softball on Tuesday. They'll be back in conference action, taking on Dyersburg State here on campus. I'll be broadcasting that right here on the VolState Sports Network. Doubleheader action begins at 1 o'clock. Number 20th ranked Lady Pioneers dropped a doubleheader to the number 18 ranked Chattanooga State Lady Tigers yesterday. Look to get back in the winning column against Dyersburg State Lady Eagles. Popped this breaking pitch up in the infield. Tucker Lorenz now on the grass will make the catch for out number 2.
Up to that, Riley Mahan.
Riley Mahan 0 for 1, who walked and scored in the third. VolState came in with a 23-10 record, 7-9 in conference play. Cleveland State 15-15 overall, 9-8 in conference play. Fastball is right down the middle, and a throw down to third is going to allow Gibson to come in to score after he steals third. Error on the throw. Caroms into shallow left field, and that's the 10th run of the game. Second error of the game by VolState. They had 2 in game 1. Breaking pitch is swung on and missed. Count now 0-2 to Riley Mahan with nobody on. 2 out here in the top of the 4th inning. Cleveland State has scored in every inning in this contest. Scored in the first 3 innings of game 1 of the doubleheader. Done a lot of scoring early in the 3 games. Scored in the first inning in all 3 of the games. Mahan stands tall in that right-handed batter's box. Hands just below his armpit. Backs away from another inside breaking pitch. And well, the full count ministry's full count. We'll go to the Old Testament for the verse of the game. count. First pitch, foul ball off the bat of Mahan. On deck, Nate Dunphy. The terrorist against VolState today. Dunphy scored 5 runs against VolState. Right down on the can in the knees, and Mahan, surprise look a third of the way down. Backward K, and that's a Chick-fil-A Gallatin strikeout. That is the first strikeout for Blackford. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error. That run is an unearned run. Nobody left on base. 10-2, Cleveland State leads.
The demand for mechatronics professionals is on the rise. Students get to earn a wage and college credit simultaneously via our work-based learning program. This hands-on experience gives them a competitive edge in the job market. Industries like automotive, aerospace, electronics, healthcare, and even mining rely heavily on these systems. These positions offer competitive salaries and a chance to contribute to the cutting-edge technologies that are shaping the world around us. Join us in pioneering the future of manufacturing through the power of mechatronics. Visit volstate.edu to start blazing your pathway now. Classes are available now at the Gallatin and Cookeville campuses. Every day, all around the nation, people find themselves in need of a hero. Fire and emergency medical responders are those heroes we need. They make the difference between life and death. If you desire to make a difference in your community,
Luke Lawson to lead off for the Pioneers here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Down by a snowman. Luke driven in the only 2 runs of the game. A single with 2 outs and bases loaded in the first. Bats here is the leadoff batter. Luke 0 for 3 in game 1 of the doubleheader. Smashes one foul between Coach McGuire down at the third base coach's box, and the third base bag. Was 3 for 4 in yesterday's 9-inning game. So 4 for 8 for the series. Check swing foul ball to the screen. From Powell, Tennessee, attended Halls High School. That's near Knoxville. Cale and Beth Lawson are his parents. She's got an older sister, Lauren. Paw in Powell, Tennessee. That's Larry Lawson. And the Bealers in Knoxville, Dee Dee and Nana. This is Luke's 2nd year. He's a redshirt freshman. Looking at a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Reaches out, touches that one, gets that one by Lucas Wilburn. First base coach, volunteer assistant coach from Gordo, Alabama is where Lucas is from. Former 2-way player at Lane College. It's down in Jackson. Lawson has just been rung up on a pretty good pitch right there on that outside corner by Max Owens. Owens' 5th strikeout. He has settled down after the first inning. He gave up 2 runs on 3 hits. Walked a batter and did give up 2 walks in the second, but 5-4-3 double play erased that as J.C. Menendez is stepping to the plate. He's going to pinch hit for Lex Falsoni. Ozzy, his dad, is here. I believe his mom, Ileana, is also here. I think she arrived today. Getting his first action of the series. 5'11", 200-pound redshirt freshman from Miami, Florida. Papa and Abby down in Miami. Also Grandma Sarah and Ray in Miami as well. JC's an accounting major, looking at a 2-ball, 1-strike count. Ball misses inside. Count goes 3 balls and a strike. JC has 4 hits on the year. 2 of them have left the yard. 8 RBIs. He hits one high out to left field with no wind. Might have had a little bit of some distance to it, but it is caught by the left fielder, Riley Mahan, for out number 2. And A.J. Armstrong will come to the plate with the Star Wars theme. Chopper to third. Goins charges, gloves, throws. And a 1-2-3 inning for the Pioneers, as Owens has retired the last 7. We'll keep it right here and tell you about our Alley Cassidy Brick and Stone Alumni Spotlight. Today's Alumni Spotlight is Tony Long, former shortstop back in 1977. That's a long time ago. Played for Tom Kirby, the first coach at VolState. Tony Long's got a brick in the alumni patio, and you could as well for your outgoing sophomore or player here at VolState. $100, and the right form will get you the information and make it happen. There are a number of players that this will be their last go around for VolState, redshirt sophomores and sophomores alike. So if you have not gotten the form, you can send me an email at treesports@gmail.com, and I will send that form to you and work on getting all that needs to happen so that Bobby Hudson, Jim McGuire can order the bricks, and I will personally install those into the patio that was created by Alley Cassidy Brick and Stone, providing brick pavers, a pallet load of those, to VolState, thanks to Randy West and Keith Green, division manager over at the Gallatin Yard, and also Shane Kemp, last year's volunteer assistant coach, former player for Coach McGuire at VolState. He installed those brick pavers and the purchased alumni bricks into the 10x10 brick patio. So send me an email and I'll get you the information. Caden Blackford out, as J.C. Menendez is now catching. Blackford delivers a called strike to Dunphy, who's 1 for 1, walked and has scored twice, also driven in a run with that walk. Blackford now behind in the count, 3 balls and a strike. VolState trying to put a 0 up on a Toyota Gallatin scoreboard for the first time along the Cougars line. Breaking pitch on the outside corner. That brings us to a full count. Ministries full count. And a full count pitch. Swung on it, fouled down the right field line, first base line. Ball 4. Dunphy's streak continues. Top of the lineup, runner bluffs going and stays back. First pitch to McClary is in there for a called strike. 19 players on the VolState roster are sophomores or redshirt sophomores. Throw over. Okay. Is that the only other change? Okay. So Elijah Harris now the new second baseman. They got him picked off. Denning will give it up to Lorenz. Now Blackford in the play and Dunphy to Harris. See how long Dunphy can go. This is fun. Keep it going. The world's longest. He's getting tired. You know he is. He's done. Now, who can remember where all that went? Is that Luke Lawson? No, that's Blackford. That is Lawson. The center fielder makes the putout. Luke Lawson. That's all I need to know. That's a pickoff or a caught stealing. That's a caught stealing that ends with Luke Lawson making the catch for number one. And there's no question that's the longest run or pickle that I've ever seen. 0-2 pitch now to McClary, and he check swing fouls that one. Heads up, that hits off the light pole and comes into the seating area just to the left of the press box. No spectators injured with that foul ball. One-two pitch coming to McClary. He's lying right back where it came from. McClary having a good day. It's his second hit of game two. He had 3 hits in game one. .259 batting average. It's going to rise, and that will end the afternoon for Caden Blackford. As Jim McGuire out of the dugout, we'll see who the new pitcher is. The Summit Concrete call to the bullpen. Summit Concrete call to the bullpen for VolState, number 12, 6'1", 170-pound right-hander, sophomore Jack McClary from Las Casas, Tennessee, Independence High School, son of Mike and Ashley McClary, brother to Judd. Grandparents in Olowine, Iowa. That's Grandpa Mahoney and Grandma Deb. He's got a Mimi in Murfreesboro. He is on for Caden Blackford. Come on with 1 on and 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. The 4th right-hander off the VolState staff. He's going to throw over to first base, try his luck at picking a runner off or catching one stealing. I learned a couple years ago from a scorekeeping guru that if the runner is tagged going back to first, it's a pickoff. But if he starts heading to second base, gets in the rundown like Dunphy just did, then it's officially a caught stealing. Runner goes, pitches in the dirt, backhanded by Menendez. He has no play, and that is a stolen base. The 5th of the game for McLaury. I don't know what Cleveland State's record for most stolen bases in a game are, but got to believe McClary is getting close. So McClary on the bases, McLaury on the mound. And Brogan Jones in the batter's box. He's walked twice and grounded out. Drove in a run on the ground out. They got him picked. Throw to third. The tag is applied and a caught stealing. So finally, McClary gets caught on the base paths. That's a 1 to 4 to 5 caught stealing. VolState didn't want McClary to pick up his 6th and the 3rd time that he would have stolen third. So 2 outs, nobody on. There's a called strike on the outside corner. So VolState's SOP here in this inning is let them get on base, then pick them off or catch them stealing. Elijah Harris is the new second baseman. He came in for Plummer at the top of the inning. Freshman from Cynthiana, Kentucky. He's going to watch that one go right by him as Brogan Jones picks up his first hit of the game. Single in the right. He's 1 for 2.
After that, I didn't.
2 for 5 on the afternoon and 4 for 9 in the series. Ty Denton steps in. He's 0 for 1. Been walked and hit by a pitch in this game. He's also hit by a pitch in the first game. Caden Blackford goes 2 innings of work, gives up 2 hits, 1 run. Close the book on him. It was unearned on my score sheet. Another throw over. 1 walk, 1 strikeout, 1 hit. Batter faced 8. So he gives away to Jack McClary. Breaking pitch misses outside to Denton. Count goes 2 balls and no strikes. Jack on for his 9th appearance of the year. It's his 2nd in relief. 27 innings of work, 37 hits, 22 runs that were earned. There's a ground ball to third. Armstrong's going to go to second for the force to retire Jones. As Denton grounds into the fielder's choice. 5 to 4. For out number 3. We are headed to the bottom of the 5th inning. VolState down by 8.
Cybercrimes take place online, and companies need more well-trained workers to stop it.
VolState is training me to help combat cybercrimes in the future.
We're training them for those type of jobs that are out there. VolState CIT programs prepare students to earn industry standard certifications within the IT industry.
I choose VolState because the future needs me now. My story could be your story.
A degree in criminal justice can help you find the exciting career that you've been looking for. As a member of law enforcement, as a crime scene investigator, a teacher in a classroom, a detective working on cases, a lawyer or a judge, or nearly any job where you get to put the bad guys away. Learn more at volstate.edu.
Bottom of the fifth we go. Got a change in the middle infield for Cleveland State. Brogan Jones is going to move over to shortstop. And Dylan Owens is the new second baseman, as John Reed is now out of the game. Tucker Lorenz takes a healthy cut at the first pitch he sees from Max Owens, comes up empty. Owens has retired the last 7 batters he's faced. Lorenz popped out to short in his only at-bat. Has to back away from that inside fastball that gets to the backstop. Dylan Owens came in defensive purposes in game 1 of the doubleheader, 6-foot sophomore from Knoxville Carnes High School. Played second base for Jones, who went out of the game. Ground ball, that's going to get into the Cleveland State dugout. Yeah, moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes. VolState a 10-5 winner yesterday's 9-inning game. Lost game 1 of the doubleheader today, 9-3, losing 10-2. Came in with his second best ERA in the conference. Gave up a bunch of runs here today, though. So far, 19. Not all are earned. Eight of the 9 on my score sheet in game 1 are earned. There's ball 4. Lorenz reaches. That is the 4th walk of the game by Max Owens, the freshman from Ringgold, Georgia, just outside of Chattanooga. Now Elijah Harris came in for Drew Plummer, gets his first at-bat. True freshman from Cynthiana, Kentucky. Looks at a pitch. I think it's been called a strike a good bit this series, but somebody here in the press box thinks it was a ball. Elijah Harris, 5'8", 180. From Harrison County High School, civil engineering major here at VolState, the son of Vincent and Rebecca Harris, brother to Jordan, Kaya, Kimmy, and Tyler. They got a balk called. Another balk, the 4th called on Cleveland State pitching. And Lorenz will go to second. Harris has grandparents in Cynthiana, pops that one up to left field. Out as a shortstop, in as the left fielder, and that ball's going to hit the deck. And so will I believe that's a shortstop throw. I don't know why Elijah Harris isn't heading down to second base, but he is stuck at first base. Timeout is called as Justin McKinney, trainer, will head out, check on, I think that is Brogan Jones, the shortstop, and that is Mahan standing, right? Riley Mahan. Sure hope he's okay. He is flat on his back right now. Collision out there. Jones, of course, is the second baseman, or has been the second baseman. He moved over to shortstop just in the bottom of this inning. A fly ball. See if I can watch it on a replay. Not sure if it showed up. It did not. It is just out of the viewing area as the shortstop and left fielder run into each other. The throw came in and went all the way to the backstop, and I have no idea why Elijah Harris didn't go down to second base, but it's almost like he was watching the kind of like a train wreck that happens out in left field as Brogan Jones is still down. We'll take a commercial break. We'll be right back as soon as we can find out some more about how Jones is doing.
The Volunteer State has always been home to pioneers. Dreamers and hard workers blaze their paths here. From the TVA to Mountain Dew to touchscreen monitors to the Grand Ole Opry, Tennessee has been home to innovators, creators, and entertainers. From humble beginnings to changing the world, Tennesseans have pushed the boundaries of what is possible. We pioneer healthcare, infrastructure, engineering, and product development. At Volunteer State College, we've developed our degree certifications to carry the torch of Tennessee's success with flexible options to help you blaze your pathway. We are searching for pioneer-minded students who are on their own journey of growth. Learn how these pathways are shaping the future of Tennessee. Like those that have come before, blaze your pathway. Your career awaits. VolState.
Brogan Jones now up and walking off the field with athletic trainer Justin McKinney and head coach Aaron Bryant. He will be replaced at shortstop by the DH, Aiden McClary. Might be a concussion protocol situation that's going on right now. Nicholas Burge, the intern from Cumberland, who assists Justin Turner, also out there assessing Jones. Elijah Harris was credited with a hit on that bloop out to left field. Brogan Jones and Riley Mahan collided out in left field. So Jones will be replaced by the pitcher. That's Owens. So they've burned their DH, so that means Owens will have to go in at Jones's spot. Now Reed Mashinsky steps in with runners at first and third. He hits a fly ball at the center field. Nate Dunphy under it. Tagging at third is Lorenz. The throw is not in time. Sacrifice fly to Mashinsky. Gets the third run of the game in. Elijah Harris stays at first base. And that brings Easton Denning to the plate. He's 1 for 2. Looks at a called strike. Owens has gone the whole way for Cleveland State. He's pitching into the fifth. Fastball is up. Don't have the number of pitches that he's thrown, but I'm sure that's why Aaron Bryant's not worried about Max Owens going into the batting order, as Brogan Jones just batted last inning. Foul ball off to the left side. So next time that Jones's position in the batting order will come to the plate, I'm sure he'll be pulling Max Jones out of the game before that anyway. One-two pitch to Denning. Grounded into right field for a base hit. Harris will drop the anchor there at second base. A nice strong throw by Gibson into third. 2 hits are now in the inning. 2 hits for Easton Denning in game 3 of the series. 1 run in, and Gage Hoover steps to the plate. Get a big thanks to Mike and Angie for the sub sandwich delivered during game 1. Appreciate you folks that come to the game, thinking about the broadcast team, and appreciate your emails, your kind comments. Glad to be of service to these young men's family that can't get here to the games. Maybe you live in Idaho like Brody Prairie's family, or Florida like the Mashinskis. Or you're just down in Franklin and you just didn't want to get out. Occasionally, Bob and Lynn Plummer don't want to get out. I understand that. 2-1 pitch is high to Hoover. He's 0 for 1. Walked in the first, grounded out in the third. Popped up and out of play on the right side. Hoover with 4 RBIs in yesterday's game. The Toyota Gallatin player of the game. Looking for his first hit of Saturday. 0 for 4 with a couple of walks. Did drive in a run, and he's drawn another walk. Max Owens not happy about that. That is his 5th walk of the game. And the bases are loaded. Carson Sanders is going to get an at-bat here, the 4th Clarksville Wildcat. Son of Jared and Jill. A couple of Army dentists up in Fort Campbell. They may be here in attendance. Carson getting his first at-bat in a few games, and it's his rug pulled out from underneath him. First pitch strike, a couple baseballs outside. Can't hold up on the breaking pitch, and he's down in the count, 0-2. Pinch hitting for Scotty Dean, who's 0 for 2. In the DH spot, 0-2 with 1 out. Nice block there by Denton. Did a tremendous job in yesterday's game behind the plate. Fine looking catcher, Ty Denton. Also takes a licking at the plate. 12 hit by pitches. He and Scotty Dean, 2 catchers. Fastball misses down. Count goes 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sanders started out hot in the season, cooled off a bit, hitting .250. 11 hits in. That's right down the heart of the plate for ball 3. Carson was walking back to the dugout. He's got a double and 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, playing in game number 18 of the year. Batting with bases loaded. Is hit out to left field. Mahan's going to charge, catch, and does not allow Elijah Harris to come home. His throw, apparently the shallowness of that fly ball helped Jim McGuire to make the decision to not send Harris. Throw was spiked, but it was right to the cutoff man. And now Luke Lawson stands in. He's already got 2 RBIs on a 2-out, bases loaded knock in the first. See if he can do it again here in the bottom of the 5th. Still time for VolState to come back. Swing and a miss. He's 1 for 2 in this game. Struck out looking in the 4th on a pitch he did not agree was a strike. Fastball up. Again, VolState will play on Wednesday against Brett Carroll Athletics. It's a post-grad team. Guys that are in a gap year between high school and college. And Lawson's going to draw the RBI the hard way. He's going to take one right in the middle of the back. J.C. Menendez will get an at-bat with the bases loaded, but he's probably going to face a different pitcher as Aaron Bryan has already made the call to the bullpen. VolState trying to come back, have the bases loaded and 2 out. They'll face a new pitcher here in the bottom of the 5th. We'll be right back on the VolState Sports Network. New pitcher on for Cleveland State, 6'3" sophomore Eric Ennerlich from Lexington, Kentucky. Will come in with the bases loaded and 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. 2 runs already in for VolState. He's going to face J.C. Menendez, who flew out in his first plate appearance. Ennerlich on for his 8th appearance of the year. He has 2 saves. Right now, not a save situation. First pitch swinging, Menendez, he pops it up to the right side over his Gibson. If he catches it, it's going to be in foul territory, and he misses it in foul territory. Menendez will get another chance with the bases loaded. On one occasion, J.C. Menendez came to the plate with the bases loaded. Hit a grand slam home run. I think that's the only grand slam that's been hit by VolState this year. Right now, I'm not remembering another one. JC hit it right here at this field. Probably not going to hit one out the left here today. Swings and misses there. There's been no home runs. Well, there's been 1 home run. That was last night's solo home run by Gage Hoover. Today, though, the wind's been blowing in. And Interlick with an 0-2 count. Delivers a pitch just apparently too high. Interlick only 6 1/3 innings. 4 hits, 2 runs. They're earned, walked 6, struck out 7. Has hit 2 batters. Overhand breaking pitch is high, and the count goes 2 balls and 2 strikes. There are 2 outs and 2 runs in. Easton Dennings down at third. Gage Hoover's at second, and Luke Lawson's at first. Breaking pitch misses outside. We'll have a full count. Ministries full count to Juan Carlos Menendez. Came in as the catcher for Lex Falsoni. Menendez popped the first pitch he saw down right field line, but Gibson couldn't come over and make the catch. Runners on the move, and that pitch is way wide. Another walked in run. First walk of the game for Interlick on the first batter that he faces. That brings up A.J. Armstrong. He has walked and grounded out. That run right there charged to Max Owens. Called strike on the outside corner. Interlick gets the call there. Disappearing pitch, and now Armstrong down in the count 0-2, just like JC, who came back to draw the walk. A.J. Armstrong, and that breaking pitch is going to ring up A.J. Armstrong. Nice pitch on the outside corner, and 3 are left on. 9 Pioneers come to the plate, 3 cross it. 3 runners left on base. VolState cut that lead down to 5 now. So we head to the top of the 6th, 10-5, Cleveland State leads.
Welcome to the VolState Nursing Lab. The simulation lab allows students to come in a safe environment and practice real-world patient care without worrying about harming patients. We have 5 high-fidelity mannequins that we use with our nursing students in our lab to simulate real-world scenarios that they're going to see once they're out in the hospitals working. We have an adult mannequin, as you see here. She simulates everything from a normal patient to wounds, to trachs, IVs. You can give her medications. We have pediatric mannequins. We have a mom mannequin. We also have other models where students can start IVs. They can put tubes and drains in. They can remove tubes and drains, do wound care. Also, if we lose clinical placement, then students can still simulate those real-world experiences in the lab to get the same experience and be prepared when they graduate and enter the workforce as a nurse.
Athletic Director Bobby Hudson's got jokes. Sends an email in, says wants to know what the scoring was on that rundown. You have to go back and watch that one on the to get all the assists on that one. The putout goes to Luke Lawson, though. 4, 5, and 6 due up in the top of the 6th for Cleveland State. Line drive out to center field, and Luke Lawson makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. McKnight lines 1 out to center field. He's 0 for 4 on the afternoon. Evan Goins 2 for 3 stands in. He swings at the first pitch from Jack McLaury and fouls that one. Ooh, that one got off of Jaden Perez's truck as well. I mean, that's got a target on it today. How many windows you got on that truck, Jaden? And why in the world would you park it in the foul ball zone between Tim Garrett Baseball Complex and the Pickle Fieldhouse? I don't know. I don't understand. 0-2 from McGlory to Goins, and that's on the outside corner, and that is a Chick-fil-A of Gallatin strikeout. First two retired here in the top of the sixth. McGlory came on in relief in the fifth inning. Gave up a single to Brogan Jones, who's now out of the game. He and left fielder Riley Mahan collided on a pop-up out there off the bat of Elijah Harris. As Caleb Gibson, who's 3 for 3, stands in, takes a healthy cut, comes up empty. Brogan Jones moved from second over to short. That ball's popped up into center field. Lawson's going to go back, and he's going to make the catch, and I believe that is the first 1-2-3 inning of the day for VolState pitching against Cleveland State. Let's see if that is in fact correct. It is. So congratulations to Jack McGlory as Jim McGuire and Matthew Bass, the home plate umpire, going to discuss maybe some changes. Maybe he's trying to figure out what's happening on, there he goes. Aaron Bryant's going to come out, talk to Jim McGuire, and get it straightened out as to who's batting in Brogan Jones's spot in the 2-hole. Feel pretty confident that that's what's being discussed. We have a telephone in the press box, but it does not work. Probably my fault. When we were doing the remodel here, I didn't know it ever worked, so I unplugged it. I don't know. What does it say? I'm still talking on the broadcast now. Just kidding, Roger. I don't know. Maybe it got hit. I don't know. Check to see if your son moved it or if it's in the same spot. I don't know if it got hit again, but a foul ball went over there in the general direction of where he had it parked before, so. Roger's listening in. Jaden Perez up here in the press box. He's out there with the Cleveland State bus. He's on the other side of the veterinarian building. Tucker Lorenz going to lead off for the second straight inning. Face a different pitcher here. It's Eric Enerlich, the reliever that came in for Max Owens in the fifth inning. Lorenz walked. Later came around to score one of the 3 runs VolState scored. Down by 5, 2 innings to come back. 2 in the first, 3 in the fifth. Swing and a miss on a changeup. Lorenz comes in with a .205 batting average. 15 hits. 3 of those are doubles. Now looking at a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Swing and a miss. Lorenz down on strikes. Second strikeout for Enerlich. Enerlich. That brings up Elijah Harris. Got a bloop single that when Mahan and Jones collided. McLary is now the shortstop, Aiden McLary. It was a DH starting this game. 2 balls, no strikes to Harris. Got a hold of that inside pitch, but he yanked that one. That'll get on the street. Foul territory. Souvenir for some lucky fan. Or maybe Gavin King's on the hunt for that one. Nope. Gavin's got to go check his truck, I think. Is that Ozzie heading out for that one? Right down the can for a called strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ground ball to the right side. Owens on 2 hops. Throw over to McKnight for out number 2. And Reed Mashinsky stands in. He's 0 for 2. Reed looking for his first hit of the game to extend that hitting streak. He's now at 11 games. He's 0 for 2 with a sacrifice fly. And get down ball. It will get down, but it'll be into Gibson's glove as Mashinsky lines out to the right fielder. A 1-2-3 inning. We will go to the 7th, down 10-5. You're listening to the VolState Sports Network.
We're all working in the cloud. But what really is the cloud? If you start pulling back the clouds themselves, you find out it's an infrastructure. Computer science is really computer engineering. Right now, Middle Tennessee is quickly becoming a growing tech hub with several IT companies that are looking for skilled workers. If you're pursuing the CIT program at VolState, you're preparing yourself to fill those positions.
Have you ever wondered what happens when you click Buy It Now? A whole series of transactions take place, from the manufacturer to your front door.
That is logistics and supply chain management.
At VolState, we offer end-to-end supply chain courses.
Going into the future, our students need to understand these processes.
A lot of business is dependent upon getting a product on time.
Students here at VolState are able to leave here with that knowledge.
Because the supply chain
is counting on me.
Top of the 7th. Jack McLaury back out on the mound, the 4th pitcher for VolState today. Max Casso went 2 1/3 innings. Ryan Murphy pitched to 4 batters. Caden Blackford got 2 innings, facing 8 batters, and McLaury with the first 1-2-3 inning against Cleveland State all day long. That was in the 6th. Dylan Owens is number 17. He hits one out to center field, sends Luke Lawson on the run. He is still going back. That may be the longest hit of the day to the outfield. Dylan Owens, number 17. Now 1 out, Riley Mahan steps in. Inside pitch from McLaury, called ball. Mahan 0 for 2 with a walk, an RBI, and a run scored. There's a line drive. That's going to get down for a base hit. Mahan's first hit of the game. Second hit off of McLaury. Brings Nate Dunphy to the plate. Dunphy, the last time VolState got him out was in the 8th inning of last night's game. He had a ground out. He's been on base every time he's come to the plate today. Strike called. Singled and scored in the second, walked and scored, drove in a run in the third, and walked, but was caught stealing. Side. That was probably a 1 to 3 to 6 to 3 to 1 to 4 to 6 to 3 to the longest rundown in the history of TCCAA. Squaring around the bunt is Dunphy. He pulls the bat back on a called strike. Bobby Hudson's going through the tape right now. He's going to come up with a scoring on that. Pretty sure that Dawson Sweetland down there, who's doing the actual live scoring, does not have it. Breaking pitch down in the dirt. Nice snag by J.C. Menendez, the catcher. So Gage Hoover's still out in left. Luke Lawson's still in center. And Reed Mashinsky's still in right. A.J. Armstrong at third. Tucker Lorenz at short. Elijah Harris at second. Easton Denning at first base. J.C. Menendez just caught the pitch from Jack McLaury, and the count goes 2 balls and 2 strikes. 10 runs, 10 hits, no errors for Cleveland State. 5 runs, 5 hits, and 2 errors for VolState. That's going to get by Menendez. Down to second base goes Mahan. I believe that'll be scored, a wild pitch. It got down in the dirt. And a full count. Ministries full count. With Aiden McClary, the shortstop, in the on-deck circle. The streak continues for Nate Dunphy. 3rd walk of the game. First walk for McLaury.
Aiden McClary.
And now Aiden McClary to face Jack McLaury. Right-handed pitcher versus left-handed hitter. McClary is 2 for 2 in the game. He's got 3 RBIs, 5 stolen bases. Looks at a called strike at the knees on the outside corner. We make it tough on the press box gang up here. I don't know who's going to be here next Wednesday. Not sure if Kobe Ross and Jaden Perez are going to try to find 2 other freshmen. You're here. Kobe, you're here. Another strike call on the outside corner. Had some guys just couldn't cut it. Just did not want to be up here anymore. I'm tough to live with. Go ask my wife. 0-2 pitch is down. There's going to be some growing pains. Yeah, I was going to say, we got to cut out the cussing, though, Kobe. Yeah, you got to cut out that cussing. 1-2 pitch, grounded, fair. That's going to get between first and third. Mashinsky's throw to the plate is not cut off, but not in time. Get the head first dive of Riley Mahan, RBI single for Aiden McClary. And now the pitcher, Eric Ennerlich, is going to get an at-bat. He is in the game. Let's see if he has an at-bat. Eric Ennerlich does not have an at-bat. You still talking about cussing music over there? You did not announce the pitcher, did you? Did you just announce him? First and third, Dunphy goes from first to third on that base hit to right. Interlick looks like he's just standing up there going to take. Looks like his first at-bat. They dumped their DH when Brogan Jones got hurt. He took a hack right there. Came up empty, but he took a hack. Now they're giving him hitting instructions. He gets a line drive base hit into right field. You know Cleveland State's going nuts. Interlick.
Now hitting. I didn't.
Interlick with a base hit to right field. He put the bat on the ball. Drives in Dunphy from third. And Cleveland State leads 12-5. So the 2 runs that VolState got back. And 2 of those 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th. They've been erased as Ty Denton steps to the plate. He's over 2, walked and hit by a pitch today. Breaking pitch called strike. Another called strike. Interlick from Lexington, Kentucky. Got his first, I'm assuming that's his first collegiate at-bat. Although he is a sophomore, so I guess there's a chance he batted last year. Not showing any offensive accomplishments this year. He's now 1 for 1. He's like Brody Prairie. Prairie's 1 for 1. Nearly another hit by pitch by Denton who doesn't move. Prairie, a 2-way player. He's got 1 at-bat this year. Got a hit. Actually, he's got 2 at-bats. His on-base average is 1,000 as he's got a hit and a walk. Full count Ministries, full count to Denton. Breaking pitch swung on and missed. Denton down on strikes for the second time. The Chick-fil-A at Gallatin, strikeout. Second of the game for McLaury. Cleveland State, 2 on and 2 out here in the top of the 7th. Breaking pitch lands right across the outside corner for a called strike to Nelson McKnight. McKnight 0 for 4. $17 runs in the contest. 17 hits up on the Toyota Gallatin scoreboard and make it 18. He's going to get down in front of Mashinsky. No momentum, but his throw to the plate is up the line and an RBI. Drives in McClary, and Interlick stays at second base. And that will end the afternoon for Jack McLaury. 4 hits in the inning. And we'll have a Summit Concrete call to the bullpen. We'll take a break and be right back.
The demand for mechatronics professionals is on the rise. Students get to earn a wage and college credit simultaneously via our work-based learning program. This hands-on experience gives them a competitive edge in the job market. Industries like automotive, aerospace, electronics, healthcare, and even mining rely heavily on these systems. These positions offer competitive salaries and a chance to contribute to the cutting-edge technologies that are shaping the world around us. Join us in pioneering the future of manufacturing through the power of mechatronics. Visit VolState.edu to start blazing your pathway now. Classes are available now at the Gallatin and Cookeville campuses. Every day, all around the nation, people find themselves in need of a hero. Fire and emergency medical responders are those heroes we need. They make the difference between life and death. If you desire to make a difference in your community, VolState is leading the way in training everyday heroes. We offer EMS, paramedic, and fire science programs. Spring 2024 enrollment is now open. Visit volstate.edu to learn more.
Semi-concrete call to the bullpen for the Pioneers. Bryant Rascal, new pitcher on for VolState. It's on in relief of Jack McLaury. Bryant's 5'11", 190 pounds, from Montgomery, Alabama, redshirt sophomore. Transferred from Cumberland University, was there for a couple of years. Another accounting major, the son of Tim and Lauren Rascal, brother to Brady and Bryce. Hello to Mimi in Northern Virginia and Gigi in Greenville, South Carolina. Bryant will come on to try to get the last out here in the seventh with 2 runners on base. They're on first and second. Rascal's 8th appearance of the year, 8 innings of work, 8 hits, 3 runs, 2 of those are earned. Walked 6, struck out 11. He will face left-handed hitting Evan Goins. First pitch is a changeup in there for a called strike. McLaury goes 2 innings of work, gives up 5 hits. So far, 3 runs. Walked a batter, struck out 2. Faced 12 batters in the game. 5th pitcher for VolState, Bryant Rascal. 1-1 pitch from the right-hander. It's high. Not sure if his dad is in the air or not, but he's able to go back and watch this whenever he wants. You don't have to pay to go back and watch VolState athletics on the VolState YouTube. It's free. Fisted foul, that gets off the screen. And as I always say, if it's free, it's for me. Give me 3. You can adopt that one as your saying too. Like, give me 3 broken windows on my car. Just kidding, Roger. I have no idea how many times he's had that thing hit. There's one right there. It's headed to I think Jaden's now parking at the softball complex and walking across campus. Goins 2 for 4 at 2 hits in the first 3 innings. Drives that one out to Luke Lawson, center field. And he makes the catch for out number 3. Bryant Rascal comes in and gets the 1/3 of an inning. Cleveland State scores 3 runs on 4 hits. No errors, 2 runners left on base. So you can close the book on Jack McLaury. He's 2 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs. They are all earned. Walked 1. Struck out 2. And we head to the bottom of the 7th. Again, we want to thank Wilson Bank and Trust, the Curbing Edge, the Rock Place, Game Time Sports Field, Line to Line, American Legion, Hit After Hit, Full Count Ministries, Dudac Communications, MGM Industries, Accurate Mortgage, Chick-fil-A of Gallatin, and Cultivate Performance. They all have signs out on the outfield wall. If you want to advertise your business, you too can become a supporter of VolState. Eric Enterlich will come out to see if he can nail this game down. Number 33 is Eric Ennerlich, who's the right-handed pitcher on the mound. Remember I said you pull that up on your phone on the roster? 13-5, Ennerlich's got an 8-run lead to work with here. Came on in the 5th inning. Max Owen started, went 4 2/3. Cannot remember. If you need to get through 5, I think you need to get through 5 in a 7-inning game, just like you need to get through 5 in a 9-inning game to get the win. So this might be Eric Ennerlich's victory if Cleveland State can hold on. It would be his first of the year, according to Prestos. Brody Prairie's going to get an at-bat, pinch hitting here in the bottom of the 7th. He's pinch hitting for Easton Denning, the two-way player we were just talking about. He's batting 1,000. Another one of the Clarksville gang members, swinging a miss at a high fastball. They're not real gang members. There's 12 or 9 players from Clarksville, about 45 minutes from Hendersonville. It's about an hour from here. Swing and a miss. He's down on 3 strikes. Third strikeout for Ennerlich. Now Cooper Wallace will get an at-bat, another from Clarksville. 10-11, and he swings and misses. Wallace pinch hitting for Gage Hoover. And he's going to take one in the sleeve. Cooper Wallace, the redshirt freshman, son of Matt Wallace and Tara Goodman, brother to Colton, grandson of Paul in Clarksville, and also Poppy in Daytona, Florida. Carson Sanders will get his second AB. Flew out to left field in his first at-bat. Carson's got grandparents down in Texas, Lake Fork, Alba, Texas. That's the Isaacs, Papa and Grandma. He crushes one to left field. Does it have a chance? It will leave the yard. Carson Sanders turns the wind around. Also has a pappy and a mammy in Houston. The son of Jared and Jill Sanders picks up a 2-run home run here in the bottom of the 7th inning. That is his 3rd home run of the year. RBIs 6 and 7. And Luke Lawson stands in. Hey, you got to hit a ball very hard to get it through this wind right here. It's not blowing like it was earlier in the day. Luke tries to lay down a bunt. Misses. Down in the count 0-2. 1 for 2 in the game. He's also been hit by a pitch, driven in 2 runs. Swings and misses at a ball in the dirt. And a throw down to first to complete the out by Denton. Pioneers now down to their last out. J.C. Menendez stands in. 0 for 1 with a walk. Fourth strikeout for Ennerlich. Strike at the knees for a 1-1 count. VolState back in action next Wednesday right here at Pioneer Field. Strike two. And the Pioneers now down to their last strike. Swing and a miss. Throw down to first, and JC is retired on the strikeout. And that will end the ball game. Cleveland State comes in here and wins the doubleheader in game number 2. Final score 13-7 here in game 2. 13 runs, 13 hits, no errors for Cleveland State. 7 runs, 5 hits. Let's see if that's accurate. As Carson Sanders did hit a 2-run homer. I got 6 hits. So I think they missed Carson's in the jubilation. 2 errors for VolState. Winning pitcher, I believe, is going to end up being Interlick, who goes 2 1/3 innings. Gives up just the 1 hit. That's the home run to Carson Sanders. And 2 runs. 13-7. So make sure your area is all cleaned up. Windows are closed, and or all, that window over there in that far side. We're in training mode here, folks. Leave that one up. That one up. Make sure everything's cleaned up on your side and the electronics is turned off. Okay. Jaden Perez and Kobe Ross are out. Leave that alone. I'll handle all that. All righty. Abe Goolsby was in the on-deck circle, hoping to get an at-bat right there, but it did not come to play in the bottom of the 7th. So Eric Interlick, I believe, ends up getting the win. We'll move to 1-1. And the losing pitcher will be Max Castle. He'll move to 1-1 as well. No save in the game. VolState falls to 23-11, 7-10 in conference play. Cleveland State moves to 16-15 and 10-8 in conference action. VolState got game 1 yesterday, 10-5, but lose 9-3 and 13-7 in a game that takes 2 hours and 36 minutes to complete. 65 degrees at game time, but feels a lot colder than that. Tim Raskell was watching and listening on the drive home, mostly listening, I hope. So he's driving back from Atlanta to Montgomery, Alabama, as Bryant Raskell came in and threw a fly ball. Faced one batter in the game. That'll do it from Tim Garrett Baseball Complex. VolState drops the doubleheader to Cleveland State and falls further behind in the TCC AA action. Out of conference next weekend, we'll take on one of the top teams in JUCO baseball year after year, Wabash Valley College, in a doubleheader. It'll be a 9-inning and a 7-inning game on that Saturday, so a week from today. 16 innings of play. Be a 2 7-inning contest against Brett Carroll Athletics on Wednesday the 26th right here. And then 2 weekends, Montlow State will come in for the weekend for the 3-game series before VolState goes on the road in 3 weeks. So we've got softball action, we got baseball action here on campus of Volunteer State Community College. Appreciate all of your support and those of you that watch and listen. And if you're Pioneer fans, if you haven't already done so, hit the subscribe button and you'll be notified when we go online, go live on the VolState Sports Network. And we want to thank, again, A.J. Fawson, our chief engineer, for making sure that everything runs smoothly here on the broadcast and for getting our broadcast set up. Also want to thank our new president, Dr. Wendy Tostenson, who has been a huge advocate for the athletic program. Big help, I know, to athletic director Bobby Hudson and all the coaches, including head coach Jim McGuire. And for all of them, this is Tim Reese saying God bless you. Thank you to all those who support VolState Athletics and the TCCAA and this broadcaster in the press box. Thank you very much. God bless you. You know what we didn't do? Let's do it now. We got to get our player of the game, our Toyota of Gallatin player of the game. I'm going to go right quick. Carson Sanders with his third home run. He's going to pick up the player of the game. Carson Sanders, the Toyota of Gallatin player of the game. And we didn't get to our verse of the game. Tim Rascal's waiting for that. He probably has read the book, as a matter of fact. I don't mean just the Bible. I know he reads that. But this is a verse that somebody wrote an entire book about. It's 1 Chronicles 4:10, and it's called the Prayer of Jabez. Jabez cried out to the God of Israel, "Oh, that you would bless me and enlarge my territory. Let your hand be with me and keep me from harm, so that I will be free from pain." And God granted his request. He prayed, God listened, and granted his request. You find that right in the middle of all the begets and the begets and the begets, and he's the father of and the son of, and then all of a sudden you have this prayer out of nowhere. 1 Chronicles chapter 4, verse 10. There is a book that's called The Prayer of Jabez. If you get an opportunity, pick that one up. It's a great book. I highly recommend it. That is your Full Count Ministries verse of the game, 1 Chronicles 4:10. Now I'll sign off to the 12 of you that are still listening. Appreciate it. This is Tim Reese saying God bless you. We'll talk to you soon on the VolState Sports Network.